The federal government released its National Action Plan to combat auto theft today. The strategy is focused on disrupting, dismantling, and prosecuting organized crime groups that steal vehicles. It includes criminal code amendments that would impose tougher penalties for auto theft. The plan also focuses on intelligence and information sharing enhancements, as well as integrating new tools to increase the capacity to search shipping containers for stolen vehicles before they leave the country.
We need these measures to be passed, and the games that we see being played at parliamentary committees and in the House of Commons, ongoing endless filibusters that mean it is taking far, far too long for urgent measures like this to be passed, that is hurting the lives of Canadians, and it is the Conservatives who are doing this. So I think everyone here agrees that auto theft is an urgent problem and challenge. I hope everyone in Canada would agree that it is. And, let's put the partisan games aside.
So the changes that are being proposed for the Criminal Code of Canada relate to the maximum penalties for things such as usage of violence and the involvement of organized criminality, organized crime entities in the involvement of an offense, and taking the maximum penalties up to a maximum of 14 years.
We're going to be introducing changes to federal legislation to give the CBSA authorities to oblige rail carriers, trucking companies, for example, to accommodate their scanners for export of goods, and not only the current mandate for the importation. We gave $28 million, the Minister of Finance did, to the CBSA to acquire these additional technologies and to redeploy and train staff to do some. We understand the urgency of it.
This is something that is so critical to give residents in Brampton and frankly across the GTA peace of mind. And these tools are going to be disappointing for organized crime in this country. In 2022, this was a gift of $1.2 billion to organized crime. Taking that away, as Minister Virani has said, will not only help just with the reduction of auto thefts, but so many other areas of crime where they've used these funds to flourish.
Well, I think the whole organized crime chain is very sophisticated, but we've got fairly robust tools from a targeting point of view and very knowledgeable and experienced staff who are working both in the rail yards and in the port, who are identifying containers, acting on police referrals to open up containers, search them, and seize vehicles. So, as I said earlier, we're seeing success. So far this year, over 1,200 vehicles seized versus 1,800 in all of last year. About 680 of them in the Port of Montreal and about 440 in Toronto area rail yards. So I think we're making a difference.
The federal government has said about 90,000 cars are stolen each year across the country.